This podcast is supported by patrons. You can find a full list of them in the description of this episode. Hello, listeners of Good Morning BSS World podcast. This is another episode and with another very interesting guest. Today I am connecting again with Ukraine, or actually not. I am connecting with Cyprus, but we will talk about Ukrainian IT. My guest is Iryna Manukovska. Hello, Iryna, how are you?
Hi, Wiktor. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very, very well, and I'm very happy that today I have an opportunity to have a chat with you about Ukrainian IT industry. So, because those are the monthly talks about the Ukrainian IT industry, how was January 2023 in Ukrainian IT?
On the one hand, we have received fresh data from analytics, and we were very happy that IT industry is continuing to growing despite of war. In terms of volume of money of services that were exported during the previous year, and it was good news after Christmas. But I think January was pretty. It's in usual. Normally, we have January. It's very calm month, so people are going to vacation or whatever. And this January, I can't say that a lot of people went for their vacation. Obviously, it's war happening in the country, and a lot of things has changed. But still, people are tired a little bit. So it was I can say it was a little bit relaxed. So in terms of activity which is happening in Ukraine, it wasn't relaxed because our neighbor and our attacker and these guys always have something to do. But one very interesting thing that a lot of people there adapted so well. So previously, when we have these blackouts because of electricity chain was damaged, we have a problem with mobile connection during those periods because all people were using their mobile phones to do some stuff. So now almost everyone, they have maybe some kind of generator or power banks or whatever. So people, internet providers, everyone, they just adapted their workflows to it. So I think we became a little bit more resilient than we even were during previous months.
I also heard that IT Ukraine Association especially is moving more abroad and now is becoming very active on the UK and in the Irish markets. So it looks like that this expansion of providing awareness of how Ukrainian IT industry is operating is just going more and more, let's say, abroad, this time to UK or the Irish market.
Exactly. We have talked to IT Ukraine Association regarding this market because they have very big plans, and actually we have made our inner analytics on different kind of markets, and we also have chosen this market for our next year, for 2023, to work more precisely with. It sounds like potential and a lot of companies. So as I may see in Cyprus, I live in Cyprus for last 3 years, but I work for a Ukrainian company. So a lot of IT companies have moved to different European countries. Maybe they have not relocated all staff, but partially, and they're trying to build some kind of communities in each area they are set to operate in, and they support each other, help each other, and it's very good. We even have a special tech community for women IT tech developers, whomever, and they try to support women in tech. So there are a lot of things happening here, and the thing I'm proud most and maybe like most, that people are trying to build this community to collaborate and to create something bigger than they could just do by themselves.
So you mentioned that you live in Cyprus, but you work for Ukrainian IT company. So now let's focus on this Ukrainian IT company you are representing. What is this business and where is it operating?
Our company, it's called Jevera Software Solutions. We are located mostly in Chernihiv. It was a city that was affected a lot during the first part of war and first part of invasion, let's say though. And we have delivery centers across Ukraine where like bespoke or boutique approach. We're using bespoke or boutique approach. So we're almost 80 people who work for these companies. Most of them are living in Ukraine. Some of them are living abroad. And we are helping telco and retail companies in Europe and in States to drive their legacy migration faster and less painful. So that's what we do for a living.
And your role in the company?
Oh, I'm CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. So I'm responsible for promotion of our services and everything we're doing inside our company to like wide public, our clients and partners.
So having said that, I guess this is quite a challenging job actually to do this kind of a promotion. So which markets do you target the most?
Previously, we were targeting like European Union in general because we have quite precise expertise in telecommunication industry. So we have very deep knowledge in this industry. We have done a lot for different kind of operators across the globe. So it's like really very special knowledge. So we were targeting mostly not on geography, but on industry we serve and our experience is allocated. But now we have decided to target more precisely on UK market as well, like an IT association, just because it has a lot of fast-growing virtual mobile companies. They're called MVNOs, and they are appearing not only for telecommunications but also for retail companies, so banking, retail, I don't know, healthcare, maybe even they start the virtual operators to create like holistic ecosystem for end customer. And we think it could be a very interesting opportunity for us as well to do something a little bit new for us, not only like telco, but something in between telco, retail, telco, healthcare, or whatever.
Okay, so this is UK and this is European Union, the US market as well?
Yes, but I can't say we have like very strong footprint in US market. US market is very big and it's very challenging, and there are a lot of competitors. But we still have clients from this market, and we have long-lasting relationship with them. We value them, and we're trying to develop our customer network through maybe the partnership and recommendation, as we have this business relationship with clients. So we try to work in this way, but we'll see what will come next.
So everything started with telcos. Telco is a huge industry, and actually all IT also is based on telco. Come on, yeah, we need to somehow connect
Yeah,
with each other. Yeah, and now it is moving to this, which you mentioned, the retail, banking, healthcare, so some kind of a connecting points where this telco is also present. And what do you usually do for those industries? How does your work impact those industries which you work with?
actually, our main area of expertise, it's on the one hand, it's making backend systems more, I don't know, user friendly and more efficient for their end users. I mean, for employees. So if employee can operate the system faster, more efficient, with less mistakes, obviously it will generate more revenue and more happy customers to our end client. And that's actually what we're doing for retail. So it's transformation of contact centers, making onboarding faster, making the process of order management faster and easier, and especially it may become crucial if retailer operates not only in online or offline, but when the retail company has both, because in between there are a lot of very special business processes and a lot of conflicts occur. So you need to manage them properly, otherwise you will receive some kind of unhappy clients, or I don't know, whatever, but at the end you will lose money. So, and for healthcare, we have a couple of projects. Mostly it was during the time of COVID. So we're helping healthcare companies to provide their services remotely. because previously we all have used to, okay, you can go into, I don't know, walk-in clinic or some kind of hospital or whatever. But during the COVID, a lot of things has changed, and even this COVID testing procedure, which you were obliged to do during the traveling or whatever. So everything moved to online, and we were helping healthcare companies actually to move all the services online too. So it's like scheduling of your visit, COVID testing, whatever, and doing it much faster with, I don't know, user-friendly receiving of results. Now it sounds like something generic, but in 2020, when we were all shocked with this pandemic, it was pretty unique for healthcare industry.
That sounds quite complex, to be honest.
Oh yeah, but IT is complex. I mean, it connects a lot of and involves a lot of processes and particles and parts. So you need to connect business people and tech people, and they're pretty different. Their decision making process is different. Their psychology and mentality is different. So I think IT is about connecting all this various stuff and some system that may works and contribute to the, I don't know, general sustainable process or whatever. Maybe it sounds too romantic, but I think it's something I believe in, and that's why I'm working in this industry.
You're the first person ever who told me that IT can be romantic.
Okay.
But we can describe it somehow like that. And when it comes to building your relationship with your clients, how long usually does it take? Is it like one-offs, which usually happen that somebody has some kind of a challenge and you are just providing answer to that? Or is it rather a long-term partnership and just going deeper and deeper in the needs of your clients?
Actually, we aim the second option. So sometimes, even when we have clients from Upwork, uh, I think you know about the system. So normally people are trying to hire like one developer there. So we are talking to client and understand that, okay, it could be some kind of tip of the iceberg or whatever. So we're interested in long-lasting relationship and in building some kind of solution. So it's not only some kind of outstaffing or when you just, okay, we can hire a developer for you, do whatever you want or need with them, but do it ethically. So we are aiming on creating solutions which can involve our expertise and our knowledge, and support client with this knowledge. Um, and normally, all solutions that are really valuable for your business, you can't enroll them for 1 month. I mean, even CRM system, if you take something like Salesforce, I mean, something which is already in cloud and have a lot of scenarios pre-built, for like any kind of big organization, even 100 people, you can't enroll it like for hour, 2 or week. You need a lot of time to adjust it to your business so it could contribute and generate value. So that's what we're trying to do with our clients. And normally it takes some time. That's why for us, it's very important. The first stage, we call it discovery stage, to understand what is happening inside clients' business, IT infrastructure, ecosystem, and whatever is related to what we're going to work with. So this helps us to create like a roadmap and step-by-step process. But then we believe in agile. So we're aiming on that every step can already bring some kind of improvement to a business. So it's not like you're waiting for a year, something big should happen. And I think for client as well is very good when you're talking about long lasting relationship, because you need to spend less time on onboarding. So onboarding process, even if you have very precise technical description, it takes a lot of time. And if your team already knows what you have, how it works, and how it should work, you save time, and at the end you save money. I mean, you need to invest to make this all onboarding process, all this boring details. So I think it's important. And also long-lasting relationships, they're about relationships. So people like to work with people. So we don't like chatbots. We want to talk to some, I don't know, flesh human being, because it's normal for people to talk to other people, I think.
Yeah, you are very, very much right. Even though we live in the full electronic world, I would say, and moving more and more into automation, digitalization. This is rather human to human relations which we need and which we focus on. You mentioned about this discovery phase. Is it like that this phase can be done remotely, so you are just somehow asking proper questions, getting proper answers, or does this phase require, for example, the visits of your team members just to go to the client site and gather this required information to be able to move with the project?
Actually, it depends because we have clients in Ukraine and we have clients abroad. So for Ukrainian clients, we normally try to visit them in person. But for a lot of our European and States clients, for them, it's much more convenient when you can do some kind of, I don't know, webinar or online session. We have our framework, how to do them, so they would be effective, not just like, I don't know, one conference room and everyone is talking. So it could be done both depending on the job should be done and how much time do we wait. And we like to travel to visit our clients. And actually now there is a law or resolution. I'm not sure how it's called properly from legislative point of view from Ministry of Ukraine. So now IT specialists would be allowed to travel on business trip for temporary traveling. So I think it also may help to secure the connection, because what we're seeing now, it was not part of your question, but I think it's important that a lot of new clients, they're a little bit maybe afraid to work with Ukrainian companies because they are not sure whether the risk is secured somehow. So for them, it's maybe sounds like too much, and we're happy that we have like these first steps from the government, which support us, and the government understand the importance of this, so we could make our clients feel more secured, that they can travel, the team is here, so it's not so like bad. Because even in Ukraine, in Chernihiv, we have relocated our office in a special place. So we have our generator, we have our Starlink, and we have our food and everything. So it's like, I can't say it's like 100% bomb shelter, but looks like this. And people come there, they work there. So they have their team nearby. It helps them with their mental health. And also they're secured in terms of, I don't know, blackouts or whatever. We have made pretty similar stuff in Kyiv, where it's our second office, and a lot of other companies, like most of them, they did the same. So they like managed to control this infrastructure, the key issues, so delivery could keep on delivering.
And when it comes to your, let's say, international presence, so because the Ukraine is secured, okay, you're at least in two places. You are an example of an external employee who works in completely different location, which is Cyprus. Do you also have representatives of your company who are, for example, present somewhere in the European Union or in the UK, where those are your target markets?
Yes, actually, our CEO, she has moved to Warsaw, so she's now almost your
My neighbor.
fellow citizen. Yeah, neighbor. And we have a couple of our C-level and not only C-level specialists who are like traveling a little bit, so traveling across the countries, because there are some other markets we're also developing, like MENA region. I can't say it's our strategy, but we have some leads and we see potential of this market, so we're making these small steps in investigation process. Also, we have colleagues who are in Turkey or Albany. So like I said, it was our strategy before the war to hire international teams. We were mostly aimed to support local economy with some external investments. But now we're traveling, and we plan to establish some kind of footprint in United Kingdom, because as far as we see for this market, it's very important to be present on site. So because people like those kind of relationships which are long lasting, and normally it's assumed that you have some kind of person who can be accessible.
I do confirm it. I was some time ago actually running one of the businesses in UK, and it was very much warmly welcome to be on site. Yeah, so to be close with your business partners, with your clients, and so on and so on. And actually, German market is also very similar. So both of those markets, they are very much open for outsourcing, for nearshoring, or even offshoring. But it's good to be close to them with your like a business partnership presence or something like that. So I do confirm it. So it means that, if I correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like that all of your operations, so all your service delivery is done from Ukraine, but you've got your representatives in various locations around Europe, also in the UK, and like you in Cyprus or your CEO in Warsaw, who are representing your business and supporting its growth and being close to the clients. Yes.
Exactly, and actually, before the war and now, it's the most popular maybe schema for Ukrainian IT companies. So they have representative offices where clients are. It could be states, Japan, whatever country, but the delivery center. I mean, the most part of the delivery center would be located in Ukraine. It's also part of this business model, I mean, in terms of economy. And the second thing is that there are not so many developers in Europe. That's why offshore and nearshore was and it became possible. So having delivery center, and actually every big company, if delivery center is located in some suburb, for example, Chernihiv, it's not a very big city, and we work closely there with their university. So we could access to the fresh baked developers and mentor them, help them, and employ them afterwards. So that's how it works.
I am wondering if there will be ever times where there are enough programmers or IT people on the market, but it looks like this is a challenge everywhere.
I don't know.
Anyway,
They all tell us that artificial intelligence will kill this industry, so we'll see.
yeah. We will go to Chat GPT and ask, write me a
Yeah,
program for telco industry, and it will just write it down. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, uh, if we would like to get the companies closer to you to allow them to find you, what to advise them? Yeah. So if any telco client or retail or this healthcare client would like to get more about to know more about your business, so where this person should go to?
The most easy step is just to go to our website. It's www.jevera.software. It's like was part of advertising. You can cut it off if you need it, or you can access any kind of our C-level employee in LinkedIn. We're pretty active there, so we have LinkedIn page. We share some kind of interesting insights there, and in LinkedIn page you have people section, and normally the top of the people section are those who are the most active and those who are C-level. So we would be happy to help any company who needs some kind of legacy migration for better future.
I am not going to cut it off, because actually one of the roles of this podcast is actually to get closer the business to the companies who are providing interesting solutions for them. So I will add even the link to your pages and to your LinkedIn to
Thank
the
you.
description of this podcast. So we will help other people just to find you a little bit easier. Did we miss anything in our talk today?
I don't know. Maybe this thing. Mm, it's maybe like moment of proud or something. I or side effect of this war. I liked most that a lot of companies they started to paying more attention to employees' mental health. So when the war started, we had a program with coaching and psychologists, nutritiologists, and other specialists who were given like webinars and supportive one-to-one meetings for employees, so they could just understand how to release the stress, how to work with stress, and do they need an extra support from psychologists, for example, or something. And now I see that a lot of companies on the market they are hiring full-time psychologists, for example, to support mental health of their employees. And I think it very good side effect of war. I mean, the war is bad, obviously, but that people started to pay more attention to their mental health, and that companies start to work with employees' mental health and with making this remote and online relationships, because a lot of people currently they're working like 100% online, like it was during the COVID, but you have like an extra stress. So it's very important to give some kind of tools and instruments, frameworks, I don't know, whatever what, to allow teams to collaborate. I mean, so we could stay humans, because you can use any kind of planning tool to see all your works or jobs should be done, but it doesn't make any kind of human touch of this collaboration. So, and this thing I like a lot, that there's mental health and different kind of remote communication tips or I don't know, solutions. There are a lot of them on the market. I mean, like ideas. So for example, in our marketing team, we have a non-standard retro every Friday. So it's like just we're talking about issues we have. They are not related to work. So maybe someone got a sick kid, someone, I don't know, needs to choose a present for his wife or husband, whatever. So we're just chatting, like, you know, normally you were chatting near a coffee machine or a cooler, drinking water or whatever. And that's, I like that people started to value this relationship more and pay more attention to what's happening inside of them, because it affects productivity very much.
First 2 years of pandemics, then 1 year of war. I guess that all of the psychologists had plenty of work and will still continue to have. And especially hearing now, listening to you and hearing what you are saying, the business requires that a lot. Yeah. So this is a very important part of the HR, let's say, philosophy, HR role within businesses, even in IT businesses, as we can hear. So
Yeah, every business I think should do something like this.
okay, Iryna, it was a pleasure actually to talk to you. I didn't expect I will connect Cyprus today, but something happens like that even. I need to visit Cyprus one day.
Okay, just feel free to contact me. I will make you a tour. We have a lot of nice things to see here.
You would be surprised. You would be surprised. Thank you very much, Iryna, for today.
Thank you so much, and thank you for everyone who were listening or would listen us.